Your best friend once told me your mom would probably blow me. I'm probably gonna be your new dad. She was looking kinda glum till I slapped her on the bum, and your mom took me in to her whore bed. Well, I got her coming and she just kept coming. Then all of your friends just kept the train running. Goes to OnlyFans with the pictures, just fits of your mom and all of her misters. She stays up late, tucks you in, then goes to get railed by all of your friends. You say that we should respect her more. Just thought you should know that your mom is a whore. Your mom is a cum jar, makes her casserole for me. Your mom is a cum jar, takes the dong and gets paid. She'll leave you out in the cold while all of your friends plow her holes.
Hey everybody, welcome to Ibis and the Borders. I'm just chilling down here in hell right now. I'm at my farm in Kentucky in hell. Surrounded by a bunch of dead cancer kids that still have cancer here in hell that tried to get them some help down here. Just play it. This is the Howard Stern Show. Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Howard, what are you doing? Get back up here and help me.
I'm trying to do my show, Bob.
But Howard, what's with these underwear? There's grit. There's grit in these underwear again. You've got skid marks.
Let me see, Bob. You mean like these kind of skid marks? Well, that song reminds me of when I was in high school and like one of my friends, we were going to summer school and I had already almost been kicked out of summer school for missing school and I would have failed. And it was in high school and I drove over to pick him up and like his mom fucking pulled me inside and she was wearing a robe and she like pulled me inside and pushed me on her bed. And she came back, man, and she had like this cheetah fucking negligee on. And dude, I'm telling you, she was fucking fine, dude. She was hot, but I had a girlfriend at the time and shit too. And I was like, had just woke up and rushed over there because we were almost late anyway. And I was just like, what are you fucking doing? Like, you're gonna get me kicked out of fucking school. And like, I don't even think, I hadn't even been laid yet, man. I was scared of pussy. Like, I was scared of it until I got some. And fucking, dude, this shit was wild. But like, and then she like, I was like, get him up. And like, she went and woke him up. But I was like, I think back about that now. And I'm like, damn, that might have been worth fucking failing school anyway. I was thinking about like, whenever I was younger, when I turned 18 and I moved to Florida, my uncle, he owned this exotic animal farm and it was really just, it wasn't open to the public or anything like that. It was just that he was retired from NASA War Department and they needed a place. He was friends with people that owned circuses and stuff and like, so they needed places to house some of these animals, I'm sure. And plus, like, Shandor and Elizabeth, who they worked for Ringling Brothers, they were like the smallest performing couple in the world. I'm gonna put a picture up of Shandor. I have old pictures of him, but online, it's like in that picture they call him a different name, but that's Shandor in that picture. And his wife Elizabeth was like half as big as him, but they were like reptile trainers and stars in Ringling Brothers, and they had like, dude, at my uncle's there was like these campers full of fucking 30-foot long pythons and all of this stuff. And that midget though, Shandor, he came and like the first time I met him and picked me up, and he had like big extensions on his pedals, and he came and picked me and my buddy up, and we went to work out there and like build corral and stuff like that, and we would smoke a lot of weed, and it was fun, and they drank all the fucking time, man. And they would get drunk, and my uncle would have to put them to bed like babies and stuff, especially Elizabeth. I remember one time she got mad, and like she came out, she had this pistol, and it was like a little 32 revolver, and she was trying to shoot Shandor, but he was like, you can't even pull the fucking trigger. Like she couldn't even pull the fucking hammer back on this gun to shoot his ass. But man, he was mean, dude. He was a little mean fucker. Like I remember I built this flower bed, and he just sat there, and it was nice. I did a good job. And he was like, everything he would critique, and you could barely understand him anyway because he was from Hungary. And I was like, what's the matter? And he was like, your work sucks. But I was thinking about this because all of this stuff that's going on in the Trump administration and all these bigots and haters of the LGBT community. You see what's going on right now. I'm gonna fucking get out of this out. I gotta get this shit off. It's burning up. You know, at some point, at a certain age, every Jewish man moves to Florida and buys a white cowboy hat. But man, gay people are literally the backbone, no pun intended, of Florida. And especially like South Florida, Tampa, all up and down that side of Florida. There still is like gay resorts and stuff like that in St. Pete, but there used to be like a lot more of them. And these people are businessmen and women. They are taxpayers, and they are the backbone of the state of Florida, where our president has a residence, but yet still he is trying to pass laws, and it's all these executive orders like this right here. Trans service members out of our military, kicking them out of our military, and these are career military people that have been trained for decades to do their job, and then they're getting some of them up there, you know, my age, 40s and older, highly decorated military people that are now kicked out of the service. And what's going to happen to them? Does that mean they lose their pension and everything like that? This is ridiculous. Like this one lady right here, and this is NBC that covered this. Bree Fram, a colonel for the U.S. Space Force at the Pentagon, who served for 22 years, helped to identify future technological capabilities the military will need and provided those to developers. She said she's kicked out of the military. I believe in this country, even though it may not believe in me right now. And look, I mean, these are people like me and you with faces. These are not just fucking numbers, man. Like, how can you live with yourself doing this? You know what these people have to go through anyway? Like, my uncle, he was picked on. And he was a very smart man. Like, he was picked on in school. I can remember hearing stories about, like, him getting, my grandma saying that this dude was, like, kept hitting him in the head with these oranges while he was at lunch. And my uncle just didn't even do nothing. And, like, didn't respond. And at the time, I was like, that's bullshit. He's a pussy. I would have whooped that dude's ass. But now I understand, too, because I got people in hip-hop, whether it's producers or musicians or other comedians, that they want to draw you into some beef. But, like, they may be up here and hot and, like, they may be fucking winning Grammys and be the biggest motherfuckers in the world in that sense. But for me to retaliate and go back at them and lower my art form to what they're doing would be me exactly doing what I'm saying. I'm already, I have to go to a lower level, lower state to do that. And all of that shit truly is Satan, man. That's Satan working in the industry, and it's BS. And I hold myself to a higher standard because, for one thing, it's not what I want to do with my career. I don't want to do that. We can be better. We can save it and fight bigger battles that are going to help our people for generations to come. And okay, my uncle, you know, he couldn't be himself. He couldn't be himself at all. And matter of fact, my grandparents didn't even know he was gay until they bought him a new Volkswagen Bug for his graduation, and he crashed it with his boyfriend in front of their house in the middle of the night. And my grandparents heard the crash and ran outside and found him almost all messed up. And then his boyfriend holding him, crying, saying he loved him. That's how they had to find out. And then he had to move to South Florida to be accepted, I'm sure. And then he went on to develop the software for the black box in these airplanes and stuff. And these people, man, they are the backbone of not only South Florida, but our whole entire society. And it's time that we quit giving a shit who sticks their fucking dick where, or who fucking eats whose pussy, or whatever like that, who's fucking who, and give people the same exact rights as everybody, as straight men and women. And the fact that it's even a question is disgusting, man. I heard an interview not long ago about the fucking pioneer of rock and roll, Little Richard, and like all it was talking about was his fucking sexuality, man, and like downplaying his faith and stuff like that, and bringing people to Jesus. And like, this man literally, like, you name it, James Brown, Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, Chuck Berry, he gave them all a fucking stage to play. And it's bullshit that we're even talking about about his sexuality. It's bullshit. And that's all I have for today, man. I just really needed to get that off my chest. Thank you, guys, and God bless you.